So I just had to get Jay to come help me actually dig out the asparagus out of the whiskey barrel, which is kind of funny. I know that the main crown or tuber, or what part of the asparagus, is said to have to only grow about half an inch at most per year. What I didn't take into account when we planted them here just to get them started and then we were going to move them was that all of these roots, like the spider, would grow the amount they did. I'm pretty sure transplanting these should have been a fall activity, but it happens. So we'll see how these do, but we have a lot of asparagus on these roots. I'll show you down here. You can see all the ones. A couple of them broke off, which is kind of expected, I think, moving these, but the root systems on these, the fingers, and I broke off a bunch in this whiskey barrel, were so much more intense than I ever expected. So recommendation was plant where you want to plant the asparagus. Don't try to move it the second year. So this will be probably 3 years or so before we're actually harvesting from the new location. But I'm really happy with how healthy these plants went and did, and just in a whiskey barrel. I just got the cheap crowns from a local store and threw them in there as a impromptu purchase last year because Jay loves asparagus. I don't actually like it, but and we knew we wanted to start it, but we didn't know where. So now we finally have a home, so I'm gonna go plant them in their permanent home, their 20+ year home, and hope that the animals don't get to them too bad. So just thought I would share about the roots. Pretty impressive root systems. So this is where the new asparagus home is going to be, and we're going to have to finish mulching around the perimeter here, similar to what we did over there. And that mulch will actually, some of it will get pulled in over the bulbs once I finish planting a few more things in there. But set this garden up yesterday. We do have some tracks here. Not our dogs and not our cat, so interesting to see what was in the bed here. I don't think any of our cameras went off last night, so not sure exactly what it is. Could have been fox, cat, big cat, bobcat. It looks too small for coyote. Looks too big for squirrel and chipmunk, which are all over this area, and it doesn't look like the right pattern for rabbit, or bunny, which we have lots of. So interesting. Thought I'd share that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually plant these back in, I think, in this corner area, and then we'll continue to add some asparagus seeds also, and then over here for this season I might actually add some more roots, asparagus roots, in the back there, and then potentially use this as a little bit more vegetable garden space. So I wanted to make this space good for the asparagus to continue to expand into now instead of having to do sections later. But I am toying with the idea of just leveraging some more vegetable space, or potentially even just put some good pollinators in here too. So we'll see what this extra space gets used for. But the asparagus is mostly going to be on this area here and then back against the wall. I hope the critters don't eat it too much. We may need to tent it until it gets more mature. All right, so I have this corner planted with the crowns that I moved. So I will probably have to keep on coming out and checking if we had a large rainstorm or anything. Make sure that the soil doesn't wash away, because this is a new bed and because it's just compost on top of cardboard. And I will plan to mulch with straw around it. I was just thinking maybe I will actually plant a border all the way around of onions, which will potentially help reduce rodent pressure on these asparagus. But going back and forth on that. If you have any input, let me know. I've got plenty of onions to go around. So I'm hopeful that this patch will be here and will expand to this whole space over the next 20 years. So we will see.